on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. And the Vols headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Eldridge. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. No, he got loose. The 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Eldridge. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Number 86 in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Searching for space. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Eldridge. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Watson. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Eldridge. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Cuts it upfield. It's Bishop. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff for Watson. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Eldridge. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Yellow Jackets will try to move the chains on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Stepping to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got a man, it's Jackson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sells to fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Unloads it left. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The option, the keeper. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here's a give to Watson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. He'll try to tack on 1 more. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick give, it's Bishop. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown! Georgia Tech took it all the way back to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech, 38, Tennessee, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. In the backfield, it's Bishop. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Selling the fake. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field.
To kick it away.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Western Kentucky taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Hilltoppers on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for a crease to the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Here we go. Check. 3692, rubber check. Jet. Ready to go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Now the pitch. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free, forces the 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Drops back. It's Seldridge. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Go, go!
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Ready, go, go!
With the draw, it's Bishop. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to squeak through the pile. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front. And that's exactly what happened on that.
Drops back on 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Turning it on. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 45, Tennessee 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Bishop. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. still running at the 40. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Vols in the hurry-up. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Vols are marching down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Volunteers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Stopped right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This time they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown ball. He got it. Beat down inbounds. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Booster!
Sets his feet. It's Eldridge. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll need a bunch on second down. A handoff for Watson. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got his man down the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long coming up. Sets his feet. It's Eldridge. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
So here is the Tennessee offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Just smothered on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside his own 10. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Scooped up by the kicking team. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field.
Number 97, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Watson again. He'll be dropped. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Eldridge. Got it. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Finds his man. It's Watson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
At the 17-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Watson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Duke one more time. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
To the air, it's Eldridge. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 5 with the grab and the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Number 96 set to kick it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. half of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. They're all over him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got him this time. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one.
Upstairs, he's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Escapes the pressure going right. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Second down, going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Made the grab in the end zone.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for two. He wants to throw it. Rolls right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Hits inside. It's Watson. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a